use, but I'm a bit short in some products, so we'll just pretend a little bit. And again, like the products that I'm using today, anything, you know, any moisturiser will do, even the shea butter or any of the aromatherapy stuff, you know, will be great. So fit it to your own budget. I personally love the sea sauce range for this, and there's some fantastic packs available. So if you want to showcase this, you know, the sea sauce is fantastic. But this is what I do. So what I'm using today is the sea sauce salts. So one of these packs will do about 6 bars, okay? So you only need a teaspoon, because one of this in a whole bar, so you only need a teaspoon in one of these. So don't put the whole thing in, it'll be overkilling you. This is an expensive product. Just pretend this is the aromatherapy one, because you obviously do not want to use stuff like Christmas range and all that sort of stuff when it's not available, unless it's at Christmas time, obviously. But if it's not available, why use it? You're trying to sell product.
Would you normally use aromatherapy?
I do, but I got a lot of this in the 35 packs, and I don't want to open up a new aromatherapy just for tonight.
So you wouldn't
So just pretend it's the aromatherapy, but I use the aromatherapy scrub, yes.
Instead of the sea salt scrub?
No, I use both, because if you want a fantastic result, both is brilliant. This is like a body polish, so it's a little bit different to a scrub. This will work wonders with the aromatherapy scrub, because if they do have dry heels, cracked heels really bad, this is going to really make a difference, and they're going to feel it, and they're going to feel that their feet, and then I follow with the scrub. Okay, because that's 2 products, both exfoliating, but together it's like dynamite. I always then use, and you can use this as well in the water as a wash, and this is great to wash the oils off as well. I sometimes use the sea mud. Again, the sea mud after the scrub is fantastic. It depends on how much time and how much product you want to use, but the sea mud, the sea sauce sea mud, and then wash the sea mud off with the detoxifying rescue wash is fantastic. Again, I would normally stick to a theme and stick to the pack, which is the sea sauce, but just pretend this is the sea sauce sea sauce body lotion, because I've just ordered it and it's not here yet, so I'm just using the aromatherapy. Do not use anything other than Arbonne, but that's pretty normal. Okay, if you know, but you can, you know, use whatever. But I always would stick to that sea sauce pack that's available. You can also use the gelée as well as a moisturiser as well, if you want to stick to that pack, because that's a beautiful moisturiser. In fact, I probably should have chose that instead of the aromatherapy one. But it's all good. So can you guys see me? No.
I will understand.
You will?
Yeah, I'll be right.
If you want to move your chairs over, feel free. Okay, so I always, when I demonstrate this, I always get the client to smell this, because it smells amazing. So just take a smell. Doesn't that smell amazing?
It smells like salvador.
It just smells amazing.
It
So
does.
this one here, just a little
With that
sprinkle.
lemony spritz.
Yeah. And this will soften the water, and this is so good for detoxing sore muscles. Okay, so a couple of teaspoons of this in your bath, especially if you work out, because I know you do, and you get sore
I've
muscles.
got
This is
Epsom salts.
fantastic. This is a little bit better because it will detox your body as well, and compared to Epsom salts, it will be amazing. I've been like not being able to even sit, you know, with squatting and stuff like that. I've had a bath of this and I'm fine. So for muscle recovery, it's just so much better, and it's so relaxing and beautiful for your feet.
I've been using the jelly.
Yeah, gelée, it's beautiful, isn't it?
After working out after the sun.
Yeah, it's good. So then just pop the feet, get as close to them as possible. You got to love feet. So the next product, I'm going to use on you is the aromatherapy scrub. This is fantastic to get rid of all your dry, dead skin, which we hate. You know, and cracked heels are really uncomfortable if you let them go, because it can actually cause infection and things like that if you don't look after your feet. So I love this, and giving myself a pedicure. It's so pampering. And at least once a week you should give yourself a little mini spa. And if you really want to lock in the moisture, go to bed, you know, with your moisturiser and go to bed. So that's one way that you can use it. Now then, key ingredients is blah, 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 in the aromatherapy one. So this is a little bit, if you've got tickly feet, let me know. So most people have tickly feet, so you want to do this really hard. No fairy stuff, because how does that feel compared to that? So you want a really nice firm. I would just use my hands, like in a professional you would use a pumice stone and things like that. And you can add that to it if you want to look professional. Just make sure you sterilise it afterwards, okay? Because feet are...
Feet.
Okay?
And how would you sterilise
So you would just put it in overnight. How I do all my tools, especially a pumice stone, is soak it overnight in hospital grade disinfectant.
Okay.
Okay, so make sure you do not use the same pumice stone. We won't be doing this on Saturday. We'll just be using our hands because I don't have 15 pumice stones, and you have to clean it. But if you know, you've got one facial, yeah, if you've got one pedicure, you know, in a day, you've got time to sterilise your pumice stone.
I tend to wash all my brushes and all my stuff in just the detox sea sauce range.
I'd still do hospital grade. You want to kill everything, especially if you're using it for.
Maybe for you because you've got lots of like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Still using it on different people, so you've got to kill any germs that may be there. It's just hygiene. Last thing you want to do is give someone some foot fungus or something.
Oh, gross.
I know I was told with the makeup brushes
Yeah.
to actually clean them in between clients with
Yeah.
70% isopropyl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
apparently that's for certification?
Yeah.
So that
So yeah, you've
Yeah.
got to be
Products
good.
are
So
clean.
see how firm that is, but you can feel straight away that dryness that you had on your heel's gone. So that's what's going to sell this product. Is because people want that nice, and you can feel already, even without touching your feet, how nice that is because it's a bit oily, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always include when you do a spa, you know, from there onwards, because it is just nice. So you can scrub all their legs as well, because when they put their moisturiser on the next day, they're going to go, oh, that feels amazing, you know. So that's all good too. And you want to be quick. This one's we've got a time frame on Saturday, 15 minutes. So
15 minutes,
everyone
okay.
has to like really keep an eye. Everyone, if you don't have a watch, make sure your phone or some sort of clock so you can keep an eye, because everyone will have times and you can't be running late. So you've got to kind of be, if that happens, all good. So yeah, do the whole leg and whole. And if they start twitching, which is really normal, with some people, it's really normal. Just do it as quickly as possible, because it is tickly. And just say, yeah, I know how tickly it is, but you've got to feel how nice it is.
Or it's just the scrubbing as well, like
Yeah.
on the top of the
Yeah.
foot. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, that skin's real sensitive
Yeah.
there. Like it's not
Yeah.
ticklish, but it's just,
it's not nice.
yeah, it's weird.
I
It's a
wouldn't say
pleasant
this-
unpleasantness
I know,
kind
it's
of thing, isn't it? It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, and there's no
Can
way
feel
of
good
doing it
afterwards.
nice. The more firm is better than.
it's like having a really deep
Yeah.
massage though. It's kind of hurts, but you know it's going to really benefit
Yeah,
them.
that's it.
And if they're really grungy, just don't do it for long,
Okay.
because they're not liking it, you know. But it's going to be good for them.
Would you kind of put a towel down, just based on what's going on now, on the floor underneath the bowl maybe?
Depends on what flooring.
Or a
Yeah,
bath
true.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always put a towel
Curtains.
underneath my
Yeah.
bowls and
Or
I
a
always have
bath
a little
mat. If I
flannel.
was going to someone's house, because my carpet's one thing, someone else's,
Yeah.
I would put a bath mat
Oh, good
Yeah.
idea.
underneath the bowl will work.
Yeah.
Definitely. Good point. I'm always in my salon with things, so doing it out in the big bad world, it can be duplicated, but I don't personally do it, so. Okay, so the next thing, and again, I would use that for, so each product,
And also I've
This
noticed
is
you're not
the-
actually drying the leg off.
you can, that's why I've got the towel, so
Okay,
I would.
sorry. Okay.
Yep, I
Okay, I
would
thought
dry.
it would be that it
But
goes
you
in
don't
better.
have to, because the salt and the scrub is still wet. So
Yeah.
it doesn't actually matter. You want a little
Yeah.
bit of wetness there,
To
so
help
the scrub
move
and
stuff
help.
around. Yeah.
So the next product is the sea salt scrub. Now I love this, and you're gonna absolutely love it. I talk like I've already bought it, because that's important. It's putting little messages in their head, I think. So when you have a shower, this is fantastic for exfoliating your whole body. We're using on your feet, but it's fantastic for the whole body. If you do wax, it's fantastic if you're a person with ingrown hairs, because this is going to help reduce that. Most people do wax and know what ingrown hairs is, so that's another selling point. And the key ingredients is spirulina and sea salt. It's a lot. It's not as gritty as the other one, so it's gentle for all areas of the body, even, you know, in more delicate areas. It foams up. Just show them and let them smell it and stuff, so, you know, you don't just, especially on the
I've just been touching a pig.
on the VIP day, you don't want to just do this service, you want to sell the product to them. You've got to make them want it.
Yeah.
Because then it will make my job at ordering it easier. And it doesn't actually feel,
Yeah.
but it's more like a body
Got a little
polish.
bit
That's
of
why I use both of them. Yeah. It's just one of those good products.
I'm loving this.
Now I know why you wanted that, Tasha.
And when you say
I get the piddly hand massage.
well, I'll give that.
That's
to
pretty
someone
good.
else. I appreciate it.
I'll have it if you don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we loved it.
Yeah.
We came
So
through the
when you
week.
feel this, you can feel it straight away when you're doing this, especially Caroline, it feels a bit cluggy now, just add water.
Okay.
When you feel like it all goes, then pop them back in the water. It's really quite
Feel
quick.
like your hands sticking to their leg.
Dragging the skin.
Yeah.
Make sure you really get this off too, because the next stage is massaging the little gritty bits.
It's one
So just keep going from the top and try to get it all off, because it's going to make the massage up if you leave that still form. And you can say things like, you know, one of these will, I always say how long products last, because then they can see value to it. So one of these will, you know, last about 6 months in the shower. So, and it also contains no animal fat, so it's not going to leave scum in your shower. So if you don't like washing
I
your
love that
shower,
about my shower now.
yeah, if you don't like washing, because that's a wonderful selling
I
spot.
can see
It's a
through
good
it.
selling point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cleaned my shower once I got all my Arbonne products